Welcome to PWCI this week. I'm the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. Decided to go back to Bellevue, Illinois. This time a few years back, 10 years ago, 2011. Central Illinois Hall of Famer Big Pappa. And this was from the brief era of GAW where it was not the J.C. Michaels and Benjamin Taylor show throughout most of its run, starting in 2005 onward. It was all about J.C. Michaels and Benjamin Taylor. We're running the ship all the way through. It's nice to see it's focused more on the talent. This is the GAW ring. This is 2011. Sky Pro Wrestling took over GAW for a time before they went with their own name. At the time, the Great American Wrestling Central States champion. That was the hottest title in Central Illinois around 2010. Conor Riley was the holder of the title in mid-spring of 2011, so, and this is an old rivalry here. Big Pappa, who previous encounters destroyed Conor Riley in a 5-count match. Got a stipulation. Oh boy, okay then. Well, I can tell what they're going to be used for. Handcuff the opponent behind the back so they can't really use their have their hands bound to do some damage. Big Pappa, 400-pounder. Conor Riley, the underdog. As both men circle the ring. This is Great American Wrestling. This was in Bellevue, Illinois. Now, GAW primarily ran out of the Decatur area, or Macon County, although they did move around a little bit. Many of their shows happened in Maroa. They also happened in other surrounding towns around Decatur, including in Pana, Tuscola. Conor Riley taken to the corner. Big Pappa slaps him across the face. Conor Riley is still active as a professional wrestler. However, you will not see his face. He at some point decided to undergo a different persona, and he still wrestles under that persona today, although he's undergone a few changes, a few different personas, as Big Pappa is stomping Riley on the mat. And a forearm shot to the back. Of course, if you remember way back when, this was the home of Next Generation Wrestling for a number of years. Oh, there's a hard clothesline. At the final NGW show happened in this very building, the Bellevue Plaza. I had to check Google Maps to see if this place was still standing. Well, most of the complex was demolished, save for this gymnasium, but I don't know if it's for rent anymore. And Pappa with a power slam on Connor Riley. And that Central States title may be slipping away. Connor Riley in huge trouble, and Big Pappa goes for the handcuffs. Good! Used him as a weapon. That is metal. And Pappa needs to pin Connor Riley in the ring to win the Central States title. Connor Riley does not have to defeat Big Pappa by pinfall or submission. He can just put him outside the ring and hope to get a count out. And Big Pappa just dumped Connor Riley out on the gym floor. And fans are having to scurry away because these two big men are going to go at it. Pappa has those handcuffs, uses them as a weapon, and Connor Riley with the... I think he got a low blow. I believe he got a low blow in. There's another one, no doubt about that one. A second low blow, and Connor Riley has those handcuffs and is handcuffing him to the bottom turnbuckle. And now Big Pappa is in huge trouble. Referee is counting. Pappa just needs to kind of get part of his body under the bottom rope, but Kyle Rich has run out to try to unlock those handcuffs. And the referee gets the 10, and Connor Riley gonna retain the GAW Central States title in only 4 minutes, 20 seconds. And who is this? Who is this? Somebody ran out to attack Connor Riley, I believe. Yes, that is Corbin Blaze. I saw him a couple of weeks ago on this program. It flashed back in 2013, but Connor Riley taken down by Corbin Blaze. Corbin Blaze had a little bit more weight to him, a different look. Apparently wants that GAW Central States title and does a number on Connor Riley. Well, maybe we'll look at that match between the two on a future edition of the program. It's Corbin Blaze. I believe this was in his rookie year. Gets in the face of fans. Well, we are going to take a quick break. We're going to take a look at the weekend schedule. All right, match number 2 on the program.
I thought you were never going to wrestle again, and Andy Roberts was dead.
About to make his way in the ring at this time. He is from San Diego, California, weighing in at 85. Ladies and gentlemen, and now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent.
All right. The War Pig, soon to be making his way to the ring. And who is that? Well, you'll recognize him in a moment. Well, he was introduced as the henchman, but it's actually the War Pig, number 1. Now, who's the War Pig? Well, you'll know in a second. War Pig number 2, it was a part of a tag team. We saw War Pig number 2 in the last segment, and that is Big Pappa, because they will have matching ring gear with similar logos on the side. As we're heading to Mother's Day weekend. Mother's Day weekend, only one show that we know of happening on Mother's Day weekend, and that is Powerhouse Wrestling Extreme in Cedar Point, Illinois at the Gunsmoke Grill. That's just south of LaSalle, Peru. Of course, there are other shows in neighboring areas to us, but it's not in our official coverage area. It is for the St. Louis wrestling community, but not for our television audience.
Seriously? Inbreds?
Inbreds, yes. Film it. I count him on 16 total. He's only got like 2.
Andy Roberts talking trash to fans in the crowd, using cliched language.
Zombie. Andy Roberts, the zombie. He claimed he was dead. You said you were dead. Andy Roberts was dead. We were never going to see him again.
I'm better than that. I'm back.
All right, from behind the camera in the audience, I was jaw-jacking with the wrestlers. Yes, Andy Roberts claimed he had retired, he was dead, and he was never coming back. Well, he's in the ring right now. And the man in the ring, yes, that is Apocalypse. Now going by the name The Butcher. He was wrestling as the War Pig, as I mentioned earlier. Apocalypse in the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. And did he just steal a drink from a fan? Come on. Really? Let's get this match going. Good grief. Stolen like crazy. Well, after this weekend, several shows happening. Hamble, Missouri on the 22nd. The Admiral Coons Armory American Championship Wrestling. We'll be holding an event there. Dynamo Pro returns to Glen Carbon after a long, lengthy layoff. It will be the first show back at the Sports Academy. Andy Roberts getting a shot in. Glory Pro Wrestling in St. Louis at the South Broadway Leg Club.
Try the merch table.
New Way Pro in Terre Haute, Indiana at the National Guard Armory. Pinfall Wrestling Association in Springfield, Illinois at the 8th Street Gym outside as Andy Roberts has a side headlock on the War Pig, Apocalypse. So yeah, several shows the next to last weekend of May. Andy Roberts. Colin Level tie up with the War Pig, number 1. It's the referee, Matt hamps him. And there's a poke to the eye by Andy Roberts. He's trying to shoot him into the ropes, but here comes Apocalypse. Oh, baseball slide. Roberts tried to take out Apocalypse, and Apocalypse letting him have it. Gonna send him for the right again, and Andy Roberts bails again.
You quit?
Yeah, you want to keep on walking because you have no chance against Apocalypse. Oh, wait a minute. He's got a chair.
Really?
Referee takes the chair away from Andy Roberts. Arguing. Oh, he suckered Apocalypse in. Andy Roberts pounded away. Well, the War Pig. And now he stops for a moment to jaw jack. Apocalypse has him. Choke slam. And good night, Andy. Goodbye. You jaw jack with the crowd and not focus on your opponent. That's what happens to you. And Andy Roberts found out the hard way. The War Pig, #1, a.k.a. Apocalypse, wins 3 minutes, 45 seconds. The Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer made short work of Andy Roberts' unbelievable attempt to wrestle. So he'll be heading back to the drawing board, or maybe going back into whatever grave he claimed he went into. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. We are going to have another championship match, the GAW Heavyweight title on the line in the last segment of the program. We'll be right back.
If you've ever wanted to be in the professional wrestling business, here's your chance now. Contact Pinfall Academy at 217-670-5151 or at pinfallacademy@gmail.com, located at 1320 South 11th Street, Springfield, Illinois. At Pinfall Academy, you can learn to be a wrestler, referee, valet, manager, anything having to do with professional wrestling. We'll teach you how to get it done. Pinfall Academy. Will you be our next star?
As drivers, we make a million little choices each and every time we get behind the wheel. Choices like distracted driving, DUI, speeding, and no seatbelt are proven killers. But there's another threat lurking on your roadways that you need to consider. It's the choice by drivers to ignore the move-over law. This lethal choice has led to the death of first responders from all over the state. Men and women sworn to serve and protect you, the people of Illinois.
Slow down, move over. It's the law.
All right, we finished this week up with a Great American Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match. And that's not the original GAW title. That's a new belt of sorts. And there's the challenger, Josh Powers, with his, I'm going to have to guess his manager, Ray Rogers. Ray Rogers, of course, saw a few weeks ago get destroyed. Josh Powers, who is currently retired. In fact, both these men in this ring, both men in this match are retired. Josh Powers. Okay, Josh Powers had a few things to say. Josh Powers retired about basically a few years after this. As I said, this is in 2011. He retired a few years after this. In a match in Springfield, Illinois for the, one of Rex Gill's promotions. Garbage. The name that should be forbidden and permanently blackballed, but now he's going at it with Joey Grunge lately in a different profession. Not the wrestling business, but toy collecting, of all things. Anyway, Matty Montcalm retired in the middle of the decade, shoots off Josh Powers. Leapfrog, arm drag, and takes down Powers, and Powers going to roll it to the outside. Josh Powers going to storm around the ring, arguing with fans. As the referee laying in the count. Brings Ray Rogers over here for some particular reason. Don't know. Gets the jaw jack. And Josh grabs a hold of Matty's leg and takes him down. Comes back in the ring. And now, he hit a thigh. And drops a leg in between the uprights. Josh Powers laying in the punishment on Matty Montcalm. Leaning the knees to the back. And now Ray Rogers going to interfere. I think I kind of remember who he beat for the belt. Back Matty Montcalm. Double stop! My goodness, Matty Montcalm, I thought was spiked on his head. Managed to recover with getting the forearms up to prevent a full-blown spiking. Got a double stop, but Josh Powers takes him right back down and gets a 2 count. Slaps him in the back of the head. I believe Matty Montcalm, he had to beat the callous Corey Carter on the way to winning the title back in 2010. That was close. A 2 count. I just don't remember who was the champ back then. Anyway, guess I'd have to do some research, won't I? I'd like to say it was Kenny O'Brien, but I don't know. Forearm shots in the corner. And Powers charges in. Montcalm off the ropes. Boot to the face. Going for the cover. 2. And another 2 count. And Ray Rogers on the apron. And gets back down because Josh Powers still in this. Matty takes him to the ropes. Chops him. Wish everybody a happy Mother's Day weekend. And Powers takes down Matty Montcalm. Cover 2 and only a 2 count. What will I feature next week? Oh boy, what will I feature? That is a question I've been asking myself every week for the past several weeks because it's been slow getting back to the live wrestling events. Shove in the corner. Matty Montcalm nails Josh Powers. I'm probably going to feature another episode of GAW matches, I believe. Especially what I saw at the first segment of the program. Did not air. I didn't air these matches. There's a monkey flip. Matty Montcalm trying to block. And he gets a kick in. Sends him for the ride. Irish whip reversal. Goes to wheelbarrow. Takes him down. Doesn't have him down. Doesn't have the shoulders down. And Ray Rogers trying to get in the ring again. Referee needs to admonish Ray Rogers. Drops the knee. And Ray Rogers runs over to fetch the belt. Now he's on the apron. And Matty Montcalm going to knock him down. Josh Powers has the title belt, however. Nails him in the head. Slips the belt out. Referee didn't see it. And that's a 3 count. And we have a new Great American Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. A dirty victory with a belt shot to Matty Montcalm in 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Well, that was dirty. Well, we are going to feature more matches from GAW back in 2011 next week here on the program. Unaired material, by the way. Yeah, I've had to dig through the archives to look for stuff I've never aired on this program, and I will be airing more. So until next time, this is the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. Thank you for watching Professional Wrestling Central Illinois this week. Have a happy Mother's Day for all you moms out there, and be sure to support your local independent pro wrestling scene. Promotions that have resumed running events in the area. And by the way, stop wearing these stupid, useless face diapers. They do absolutely nothing. And until people stop complying with these useless mandates, the mandates will never ever end. You've got to stop complying.